came back all fucked up, and yeah, that's how you don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Unless you don't really like your item, and then you just write a big check.
And that's your business or whatever, right? Like, then absolutely, that's what they're for.
That's your business. That's called fraud, isn't it?
No, it's called this is for that, so we don't care.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I get it. Just can't.
I made the Beretta edition badge out of paper mache, so it's fucking bullshit anyway. So
one of a kind.
FC, you still using that 3270 terminal?
It's not. Hold on. It is not a 3270 because if you knew a 3270, you would know the 3270 did not have the buckling spring. It had a regular keyboard.
Oh boy, what a
5350 then.
The 3270 was the terminal. The IBM Model L was attached to the whatever IBM console that ran MVS.
Nerds. I paid extra for that sound.
So just to make sure on your guys' screen, when the other people talk, it's switching, right? Because I just don't want to go through this whole show and it had just me being broadcast the whole time.
Yeah, it's switching. And it's funny, when you go on air, the video quality goes to fuck for me.
Yeah.
Is that for everybody else too?
It does for a few minutes until my Wi-Fi catches up.
I haven't figured out where the video's being aggregated yet on this whole shit show we got going on here.
The good thing is I'm seeing the screens switch over, and at least this time Fluffy can hear me. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
I think it's all ball bearings. That's how they make it work.
It's ball bearings now. That's why.
220, 221, whatever it takes.
That is a good question. Where the video all gets stitched together before it gets broadcast.
Mm-hmm. You would think it would be in the cloud, but it may be at your house.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if it's in the cloud and it gets a little stormy, we have issues like we had last week where the cloud lost the button.
Well, yeah.
Well, that was a persistent issue since 2016 when I looked it up.
Was the button lost or was it just disabled?
I don't know. Maybe it's like, but the thing is, I use the exact same event hangout link and everything to start this one up, but the button was here this time. So I don't fucking know. But it works this time, so welcome to it live.
Oh, hi.
Episode 149.
Oh, wait.
The Evergreen.
Mod mail. Oh. Why do we have mod mail? Because I responded to somebody. That's bullshit.
Was last week supposed to be episode 149?
Yeah, I just carried over because we didn't have an episode last week.
I
was even able to use the same link, so I'm like, why the fuck not?
That's very
rain delayed 168 hours.
Yeah. You went to Wolfram Alpha to figure that out, didn't you?
No. Do people not understand basic math?
Yeah, sure, but
considering the average IQ of most people,
off the top of my head, I don't know 24 times 4
hours.
I like that post you made earlier, Pest, about Common Core math. So, yeah.
Oh, 168.
Yeah. I posted a thing on Facebook. Some apparently first grader by the handwriting got asked the question: is 128? The answer was 75. Is that a reasonable answer for how many pages extra did somebody read on the next day or whatever? The exact answer was 75. The fucking kid was supposed to estimate by knocking one number down to 30 or up to 30 and one number down to 120 or whatever to wind up with 70 or something. That's not obviously the correct numbers, but anyway. So the kid got dinged for that question because they didn't estimate. They said, yes, the answer is 75, and that's the right answer. And so, yes, it's a reasonable answer. So, and I asked them, I have teacher friends on the Facebook there, and I asked them, is this fucking real? Like, because fake news and whatever, and yeah, it's real. They actually have that retarded shit going on. And it blows my mind that, yes, I understand the concept of wanting to teach children how to estimate, but if you understand how to estimate and you're writing that fucking question, you do not make the fucking answer coincidentally the exact fucking number that the math problem fucking works out to.
No, I agree with you, Pest, but here's the problem. They're telling this to adults too, because when I went...
I get the specificity of it because unless you're telling them by what, deviation to estimate by. Well, you need to estimate it by 5s, or you need to estimate it by 10s.
It's not stats 1, so there's no deviation given. So.
Well, no, but like your degree of precision, I guess is what I should have said.
Right, but they don't understand degrees or precision yet.
This is an actual thing.
This is like children writing their exact proper lowercase letters and stuff in pencil, kind of thing. Not like 6th grade or whatever. It's 1st or 2nd grade.
No, this is an exact thing that I ran into as an adult. I went to the state fire marshal to take my pump operator test, and there is a hydraulic equation that you have to use to calculate friction loss, and the exact numbers that you plug in give you an exact form. In this particular question, the exact answer was 100. But the problem is it's a multiple choice test, and your choices are 90, 110, 50, and 1,000. So you're supposed to round, but it doesn't tell you whether to round down or round up. So you're forced to choose an incorrect answer, even though all your math is correct. All your math says the answer is 100, but you're not given the choice of 100. And that's infuriating to me because you're asking.
Wait, what's the basis of the question again?
This is America, sir. We round up here.
You're figuring pump. Wait,
what's the basis of the question is calculate friction loss. Calculate friction loss for this particular scenario. You follow the equation.
Yeah. Okay. So you're calculating,
and your solution, your answer is 100. But
this is not equivalent.
No, it is equivalent because
if you're a firefighter, you have to you give higher answers for your losses so that you get enough hose to get to the problem. Like
no matter
head
what.
pressure and whatever to get the pump to work.
The question did not say adjust for sinuosity. The question said exactly how much hydraulic pressure was at hand, and your answer is 100, and you're not given 100 in your multiple choice. So it's a bullshit question.
It said the exact answer.
It said the exact answer.
You'd estimate upwards to fix the problem because it's pump pressure or whatever.
Maybe you got that question horribly wrong.
Because if you round down, your fire doesn't get put out.
I highly doubt that, but
okay, but it takes
America.
It was a bullshit question, and I protested it to the state fire marshal.
Anyway, this question was phrased: is the answer the exact answer, a reasonable? Whatever their code word for fucking estimation.
Is it close enough? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, it's fucking close enough because it's fucking exact. And nope, -1.
Well, speaking of shitty estimation, how about that NRA budget?
I don't believe that was an estimation problem.
No, I don't know what the fuck the problem was. I
think that was a spending money on a bunch of bullshit problem.
Well, Wayne up here spent $275,000 on suits, but that was over 10 years. But still, that's like almost 30 grand a year on suits, which is still a shitload.
However, if he's shopping at fucking Xenia, that's 10 suits.
Yeah, still though.
And if he farts a lot, he needs all those suits.
Who the fuck needs 100 suits?
Yeah.
Wayne LaPierre does, because he's probably bad at estimating how long his lines are.
I'm trying to think. I used to wear a suit every day when I worked at a bank. Because
you're on a 3-suit rotation, right?
And of course, programmers would need to wear suits.
Well, that was back in the.
Well, I mean,
Made
courtesy clerks used to have to wear ties. So
that was back in the 70s. Everyone wore suits, right?
So I could go to the bankers club and get my shrimp cocktail for lunch. Yeah. I think I had 5 suits. I think I had a suit for every day.
Yeah, and then you rotate them, and then you send them all to dry cleaner, and
you used to just smell the butthole region, see if you farted too many times.
Well, yeah, you can wear them a couple times. I mean, I'm not saying I wore them just one time.
Yeah. You get like multiple pairs of pants and like one suit jacket.
Absolutely. Well, now you're getting sophisticated. Now
this guy farts.
Yeah.
And if you have a snazzy vest, you can just go in with the vest and not wear a jacket, and everybody's ooh, look at Fluffy in a snazzy vest.
You could get you a set of Garanimal suits so that you could mix and match.
They have those,
as long as shit matched up. Yeah, like boom. This
Men's
works.
Warehouse has something like that. Or it's just a guy.
Garanimals.
I just walk into the Men's Warehouse, give him a credit card, and go, "Hey, Make this look great again.
Hey, I
That's the only
actually
place
got
I got
him.
my suits from is
Yeah,
Men's
yeah.
Warehouse.
And then at that point, the salesman looks and is like, "This was never great."
So
Because those
I got,
places, the suits are so cheap anymore because they're just dying to sell them. You can go in there and get 2 Joseph A. Bank suits for like $600.
The problem with suits is you've got to get a good one, fully canvassed, not fused, not half canvas, because you're just gonna if you buy a cheap crappy suit, you're just gonna be buying it again in 6 to 9 months if you're wearing them every day.
so here's the thing. I used to have a Men's Warehouse guy, and I changed weights a bit. You guys have seen it. So I used to have to, for my job, I used to, not have to, but there was a large incentive to go to the Christmas party every year. And it was a fancy dress type thing, right? So typically I had to buy a suit every fucking year because I was way the fuck off from last year. Either heavier or lighter, one of the two. And so I go to the guy and he remembers me eventually, but like 2 years in a row, I'm like, okay, look at me, and I got to go to a thing. So what do you got? And I assume it's going to be brown. I assume it's going to look like a tent. And then, or hey, can we go pinstripe this year? And they have professionals there. It's funny. I mean, the suits may not be super great, but if you only got to wear it once a year, it's fine. And if you probably got to buy a new one next year, it's also fine.
Yeah, they always treated me pretty good. And then if you buy, $500 worth of shit, you get coupons in the mail, and
Yeah,
And
so
then
you-
plus they tailor for free too.
I think I spent like $2,000 on suits and didn't win a fucking thing at a place you could go to and walk out with $20K.
Wow.
Christmas party there.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, they used to do drawings for fucking free rent for a year, a new car, 10 grand. Oh, and another 10 grand. And
Oh, this is at the place with the boob commercial, right?
yeah. Anyway. Man, I didn't win a goddamn thing. When shit got watered down, I quit going because there was no reason to go. But I eventually did win an iPad in absenteeum or whatever. But
In absentia.
That had to
and
be a
in
fucking
absentia,
blowout Christmas party, like big, right?
oh,
Was it
the
you?
we were at the local Boys of Summerfield there with the thing there and stuff, and I've seen Kid Rock, Snoop Dogg, who else? ZZ Top, and many other bands which you've probably heard of at the Christmas party at the company I used to work for. Yes.
So they were spending that money wisely.
Oh yeah, they were spending that money very. It's one of them things like you book a year's worth of services in one day, and like for millions of customers, and yeah.
So you know
Glorious.
that new mod command thing you did?
Yes. Did it work?
Somebody has already got it bestowed upon them, and we've now been posted in against hate subreddits because we have extreme case of homophobia in our sub.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No. Link me because I don't see it in the mod mail there.
No, it's all right. I linked that. You got to click to link, and the link is to that butthole from earlier that came from news.
No good. Oh.
Kids hate subreddits.
So the person, I'm proud of this. The person says, I don't think there are units large enough to measure his fucking ego. 150 guns and 50 suppressors doesn't enlarge a micro penis. Hate to break it to you. I tried. So I changed that guy's flare to super interested in dicks. And then announced, you just earned my favorite new flare to bestow. And now I'm reported to hate. So, okay. You go, thing. You go. I'm not going to assume his gender.
Yeah, you
No.
didn't say it was bad. You just said he's super interested in dicks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I'm gonna lol. I'm gonna lol in the thing. Lol. I lolled there.
It's funny.
awesome.
All the joys of wielding internet power.
I'm not wielding power. I'm just retaliating against fucking retardation.
Yeah, there's a lot of that though, and they seem to think it's an abuse when you're a retard. We tell you you're a retard.
Yeah. But are you sure? My name literally means shit for brains. Are you sure I'm a retard? Somebody. What's the adulterated mind? Adulterated means replaced with something inferior. So it literally means shit for brains. Like almost literally means shit for brains.
People aren't that smart.
Yeah.
By the way, I really like the shirt, Bart. On the topic of people that aren't very smart.
Very true.
Wait, what's it say at the
I
bottom?
wore mine the other day.
Got to tank those 401ks. The more tariffs.
That's it. I wore that with my MAGA holster.
Oh, I got rid of my
Thought
401k.
My fucking 401k is a goddamn 201k.
It's a
Seriously?
gambling account. Do not expect it to grow, bro.
My 401k's fucking killing it the last 2 years.
Shut your whore mouth.
Except for like the huge loss it took on Christmas when the last tariffs were introduced.
Yeah, but it made all that back already.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's see. If you run this far, I tell you to run back, and then you run that far again. Woo, you're still the same point. You would have been a lot further if that wouldn't have happened in the first place.
You got the growth of a year and a half before that happened.
I should have fucking sold my Nike after it had a good run and bought it back after Christmas.
No, you can't sell Nikes after you have a good run in them. Then
Yeah,
they're all fucking
yes, you
sweaty
can.
and gross.
Oh, I forgot to check how my wife's shrewd investment's doing.
Not well.
If you want to be a shrewd investor, just be the law firm for the NRA. They get 91,000 a day and legal
Yeah,
fees.
fuck yeah. Oh, it's back up. We're in the,
Oh, yeah.
we're in the black. FC.
Topic with the-
Hold on. What was the issue?
Oh, we got it
NRA?
at 41.15.
Okay, so you're up literally 15 cents
Yeah,
You bet-
like $30.
after 3 days.
Oh, oh, that's
$10
what
a
you
day, bro.
I've got bad news for you. That thing once the lockup, I think lockup clears in like 60 or 90 days. Once the lockup hits, that thing's $30.
I told you my investment window is 8 years. I don't know if I can care what happens in 30 days.
You should run up the stairs and do a celebratory booyaka shot with her.
Why is your wife buying stock in Uber as much as you take Lyft?
I don't know. You have to ask her that question. She
Okay.
saw it on TV.
Actually, as a shareholder, what you should ask them is what the fuck's up with their XL vehicles, because they certainly aren't.
You usually get at least a minivan around here. What are you getting?
I was just saying when they made us all squeeze in that little tiny fucking car.
Oh yeah.
Was I really, really, really super hammered?
We
like that?
asked for an XL and we didn't get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why she wanted to invest in it, man. It's whatever. It's her thing. It's her money. She can do what she wants with it.
God, I was getting claustrophobic in the back of that fucking car.
Have you ever eaten a really hot jerky? Is that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and bet that I was in the passenger seat and did not experience any discomfort.
Bart, do you only ride in Uber XLs?
Or is this when I was not there?
I usually don't ride in them at all.
Is that like a window in your house? Is that like the outside world
Out there?
behind you?
Oh yeah, that is the outside world. It's there's an awning out there for
Wow,
dog
it's really
shade.
dark out here. So
Yeah, he's in one of those sunny time zones.
yeah.
Yeah, it's getting lighter all the time out here.
Yeah, it's still kind of light outside right now. No, it's
Mm.
not. It's like 9. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Happens in the summer for some weird reason.
So yeah, up $30. Woo! Woo woo.
Nice.
Hey, maybe you can go to the movies by yourself.
Hey,
That might offset part of the fee to sell it.
take myself out to a nice.
Well, hold on. Let's do the math here. So if he's up $30, suppose he's at a discount broker and they take a commission.
Boom. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Suppose that's the case. So
I used a full service broker, sir.
okay.
Oh
So
wow.
even if he sold it now, he'd be $75 in the hole.
Mhm. You get the full reach around.
I'm at the call the guy and say I want this. Go get it.
Buy, sell, ah!
Exactly. I even had the button like Jim.
Hold on. That reminds me. Who ran book for the Uber IPO?
Was it Goldman?
Oh, it's always Goldman. It's either Goldman and Morgan Stanley, or Goldman and JP, or Goldman and there's like 8 of them on the fucking tombstone. Let's see here.
Goldman Sachs, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Yeah, that's accurate. Morgan Stanley is the lead underwriter. Okay.
Well, there you go. Maybe Goldman did lift.
It tells me there's 3 comments on this thread, but I can only see mine. What does that mean?
No, I'm sure Goldman's doing something.
Did I get a site-wide ban? I might be shadow banned.
Nah. I can see your comment. I can't see those other guys' comments.
Ah, excellent. We're all in this together then.
Yeah. The other guys are thinking because they quote him and he used faggot that they probably got filtered.
Oh, well, I didn't use faggot. I only use that word in the South Parkian sense.
The other person.
Ooh, but then in the South Parkian sense, we're talking with one.
Oh,
exactly.
Wait, because he rides bikes?
He has
not the literal. Not
yes,
the literal.
I know.
Yeah.
Topic veering.
That's it. I'm muting you. Steve was cracking nuts.
No, I wasn't cracking nuts. I was dispensing ibuprofen.
Yeah, okay. Loudly with a nutcracker.
We need to get more views so we can get paid to shill like Iraq Veteran 88, which people apparently just got to realize or something.
That's
I mean, if we just wanted to shill, why don't we just invite geologists back and just let that
shill that much?
I think he actually have to work at it a little bit. It seems kind of weird.
He's been doing pretty good. He got me to buy some of his shit. Well, lots of his steel.
Oh, I mean,
then when I bought one of those T-shirts from him, he sent me a T-shirt and like 3 hats and a flask and a Playboy magazine and a whole bunch of stickers.
NVG is a good boy.
A used Playboy magazine?
It was a little bit sticky.
How many pages were stuck together?
It wasn't really a magazine in that sense. It was more like
just the underwear commercial.
IV888 has 2 million plus subscribers.
Yikes.
So let's look at.
He's been on the internet he's been on YouTube for years, though.
Well, who was the older guy that passed away? He was on.
Oh, what the fuck was his name? John, perhaps.
So he's got a B on Social Blade. Apparently, he makes up to 18.5K a month doing this shit. Yeah. He wields a penis in the YouTube world. He makes the bank, and yes, he is a shill. And if you find that weird, I will refer you to a Tool song called "Hooker with a Penis."
Hey man, nice shot.
No. In which, let's see if I can find the lyrics.
That's my filter song.
Hooker with a penis. I sold out long before you ever even heard my name. I sold my soul to make a record, and you bought one. Buy more records. Buy more records. Something like that. Anyway, yes, of course. If you've even heard of IV888, he was accepting money before you heard of him. Odds are really fucking good. Unless you were there from the beginning, supporting your local fucking pawn shop in fucking whatever, Georgia. Oh, God. Yeah.
So 18.5 a month from YouTube, plus what he's getting
up to according to Social Blade. Yeah.
Plus what he's getting for the endorsements. So he's doing okay.
Social Blade's estimates are not bad, but 2 million subscribers, yeah, the guy's fucking rolling in money. And he's making deals.
I know I get that shit going.
Mhm.
I mean, if I could do that and probably get away with it, I mean, sure.
Oh yeah.
But I can't sit there and talk nonstop for an entire, I was raised, as a single kid that didn't have anybody to talk to, so that's beyond my
Dude, my son
oratory
linked me some
skills.
fucking podcast the other day. It was like 3 hours long. I'm like, I can't even
What
listen for 3 hours.
the
Who
fuck?
the fuck sits there and talks for 3 hours?
Those are great to go to sleep to. You just like put it on.
Ugh.
Mm.
Ugh.
I didn't even do that. Yeah.
I've watched 3-hour stuff.
Well, like a movie, but not
No,
listen to somebody talk about
No,
something.
usually a 3-hour movie I can't get through, but if it's something I'm interested in, I can watch 3 hours of anything.
That Waffen I could watch her for 3 hours.
Ha ha! Yes. It's
That was
unfortunate that
interesting.
she doesn't put out anything lately. I think I cut her from Patreon.
How many
Should
people
have
do
cut her
you?
loose.
How many people do you Patreon?
Several. Ian Othius gets a lot of money.
Mac?
No,
Still?
no, I quit doing that because
His deals went away.
he's like, we're gonna charge more now for this thing you already had. I'm like, fuck you, I'm out.
I can't remember who I Patreon. Ian and Othias, and then I don't know who else.
I don't.
AVE gets $5.
Oh yeah. AV
In range
gets
gets
money.
The Sea and Arsenal sub gunsmithing thing gets $5.
Oh yeah, Mark Anvil.
Waffenschmieden still gets $1. Cody Down Reader gets $1. Sea and Arsenal gets $40. And Forgotten Weapons gets
Holy shit.
$3. Yep.
$40 a
$3
month.
a month?
They are doing God's work. And
Damn,
they're good
son.
people. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It was 20 for a while, and I doubled it when they got fucking demonetized for some bullshit. So it didn't change.
You're basically handing them $480 a year. That's like a Glock.
Yeah, I got lots of Glocks.
Just saying. For perspective, for
You
people.
can't have too many Glocks.
For
Yeah.
for
Yeah, you can. I got like 75 Glocks right now. I need to start moving some of them.
Do you got the blue one and the red one, or just the blue one?
No, I got 2 blue ones,
Oh, but you no red one.
but no red one. I want a red one, but
Sad.
I got this one. It's a really cool model. It's the one that's square
Nice.
with the plastic.
I don't have a Glock in front of me. What the
Very
fuck?
unique.
is that the 43 or the 19?
That's the 23.
Oh, that's 23. Oh, that's the one you won. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice.
Winner, winner.
Free
Now-
Glock.
That's your problem solver.
I mean, this is why you go to a gun bash, right? To win a gun, right?
Yeah.
I've actually been a Glock owner since the 90s, but I never bought one of their guns until recently, 2011 or so. I have a Glock shovel.
Nice.
Good shovel.
They made an entrenching tool, and I got one.
Is it better than the Magpul?
Yes. I don't know. Does Magpul have an entrenching tool? Hang on, I gotta look.
It's made out of injection molded plastic.
Yeah.
It's
So,
probably awesome, like all the other
FC,
things are.
Magpul's probably better.
You would have loved it. I spent the entire day listening to people talk about how their friend was taking a class to be able to get his class 3 so he could buy a suppressor.
Oh God. Oh God.
How the people didn't want to get one because the ATF could come to their house.
Hold on. You're just trolling me now, right?
No, I'm telling you, this is what I heard all day long.
Oh my God.
I was the NFA guy.
Wait, was this?
Oh my God.
Was this at the bash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's all fantastic, man. It's southeastern PA, southwestern PA. It's fucking everybody wants, like Remington 7600 or
The Glock E-Tool is still available on Amazon for $45, and it comes with a pouch now.
So here's the crowd. The DP12 shotgun went first, off the pick of the table.
Wait, what? DP12?
Yeah.
What? The pile of shit.
Yeah, the pile of shit went first. That was the first thing someone took.
It's
Oh God!
Smith & Wesson 500 sat there for 9 hours while the fucking.
all right. I gotta ask, how much Xanax would I have needed to go do this event?
Oh, it's up there.
It all depends on how much vodka you also had.
We had 2 people denied. One guy got hostile and had to be escorted out by the constables.
Jeez.
Quality people here, huh?
It was a
Pick
very
up trash
minor felony.
shotguns.
It was a minor felony. God damn it, Attica.
There's only a domestic abuse charge.
Yeah. And the guy's asking me, I had a DUI. Do you think I could pass a background check? How don't you run one and see if I pass it? I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's how this works. I think maybe you should go talk to an attorney. Was it your first DUI, sir? No. Yeah, you should probably go talk to an attorney.
The answer is, we have a club member that's an attorney that deals with this. Here's his card.
Oh, Bart, it's so glorious.
Yeah,
this guy actually called you a faggot. And he reported. Wow. Oh, this is delicious. Sorry. Thank you.
Is it so tasty that it's going straight to your thighs?
Did he call Bart that or Omni?
He called Omni that because I didn't comment on that thread at all.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But
that's fucking gold. Oh. No, I can't say I'm gonna give you gold. No, nah. I should. Man, if I didn't know you, I'd give you gold for that.
Yeah. I've already got a subscription, so gold doesn't matter. It's like one of the few subscriptions I pay for is Reddit. I don't know why, but I have some features that are kind of nice.
I'm bucking for gilding 6. I don't know how many gildings I gotta do yet before it to happen,
but I'm
proud of my trophy case. It has a lot of things in it.
I've never looked at mine, to be honest.
So you got verified email, and that's about it.
Nice. Nah, I'm not snapped like all those other dumb shits. There's so many stupid trophies.
Yeah, there are a lot of stupid trophies. I got the 12-year club, though, so hey.
Oh, you guys know, too, my Glock was made in Austria.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Well, most of the 22s are made in Austria.
A lot of Glocks are made in Mansfield these days.
This one was made in Austria, too.
See?
17.
Nice.
That's the good one.
Still haven't shot it yet. I'm sure it shoots fine, though.
It's a Glock.
Considering I threw like $1,000 worth of shit on it.
My Steyr brand Glock was made in Austria.
Nice. Does it have the fancy sights on it?
It does.
Does it have the trapezoid sights?
This is the one I bought on this show. I haven't shot it yet. It's never left this desk, basically.
It's your
Looks
desk
cool,
guy.
though.
What?
Looks cool, though.
I think it looks neat. Yeah, it's definitely a very stylish Glock. Steyr brand Glock from Austria.
It's got that bull nose on it.
And it goes doink when you pull the trigger, just like any good striker-fired weapon would.
Doink.
Doink.
One thing I noticed about that new order pistol, and I know Chug thought it when he handled it here too, is like the recoil spring isn't like strong enough to keep it in battery. It seems like.
Really?
Yeah.
On which number?
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't shot it yet, but I should grab it quick.
I should get mine one of these days.
Which guns are talking about?
Genmud's gonna be back from his honeymoon soon, and I'm gonna go see him and get that stuff.
The Mimi local Pennsylvania made gun.
Yeah.
The new order.
Yeah, it just takes like no pressure at all to like bring it back like that.
Huh.
Nice.
And if like you do that on like a well-worn, like I gotta pull that fucker a lot to do the same. And these I can just barely, I don't even have to touch the
Nice.
hardly anything. But
Did you notice
I bought that? What a piece of crap, Bart.
yeah, I know.
the barrel gets crooked when?
Shyster, what shithead convinced me to buy this thing?
Did you notice that the barrel's crooked when it's open?
I know,
Yeah.
right? It bends.
Flawed as fuck. Look at that.
That shoots the bullet up.
Boy.
Terrible. Gotta put a suppressor on there to make it really noticeable.
Yeah.
So this is my 5th Glock.
Do you ever sell any guns, Fluffy, or is it strictly one direction on the books?
I have sold 2 guns.
Yeah.
2 more than I've sold.
I sold Rusty some guns. But
I gave away 2 guns and I sold 2 guns.
I sold some guns when I was a young lad, and I learned my lesson from that because. Okay, so here's the bottom. You guys have probably heard this before, but I traded my first SVT.
You still milking that fucking pinky? Jesus.
It's only been like 2 weeks.
It's
Oh, it's only
fucking
a week.
purple. I have a feeling it's gonna be a while. It's one of them. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry. You sold 2 guns.
I traded my first SVT 40 for a set of used tires.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember 10 years.
That is as dumb as it gets.
I remember 10 years ago, I was selling
As
SVT 40 for $1,800.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. The second one I paid $1,000 for, so I'm doing
That's
good.
not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
You didn't get the friend price. That's what happened.
I didn't have a lot of friends with SVT 40s, so.
I don't have very many friends with them now.
They're
You got
neat, really hard to come by.
They're neat. They're fucking loud. They're like the original guy with an AR with a big break on it. Fucking rifle.
Which brake does yours have?
The lots of slots one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find your entirely too tiny little laser engraved serial number yet from the importer? That was That's why we have to do the
very shallow, very
must be this big and must be this deep fucking law, because the Russian imports from like 1997 or whatever were they were doing laser engraving, and it was so tiny you could barely even see it. It was glorious. Fucking awesome.
It still only has to be what, 16th?
Yeah, 1/16 tall, which is not metric at all, but and then 3,000 deep, I think. So not a whole lot. You can get a laser to do that now, and they have the good lasers that do that.
Yeah, it's like the thickness of a piece of paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Piece of paper is typically 4 or 5, actually. Sorry to be pedantic on that, but yeah. Hang on.
Thickness of a hair. How's that?
What kind of hair are we talking about?
A red cunt hair.
I don't have any of those available.
Come on, you know about the RCH.
Oh yeah. What?
The RCH.
RCH.
Yeah.
Red cunt hair.
Yeah.
Oh, a red one. Oh no, those are skinnier than the regular.
Yes,
ones. Yeah.
exactly.
This piece of paper is 4,500 thick. So. Yeah. There needs to be an anti-cunt here, so that we can all agree.
Yes,
What?
I got to give it to you. That knowing that 1/16 of an inch and 3,000, that's impressive from memory.
What? Well, why would I not know that?
Because you never Form 1 anything. You never Form 4 anything.
I don't Form 1 anything. I was just playing my fucking glorious Remington 870 with the fucking what do you call that thing? Vent rib that's been shortened lower than the magazine.
Raise your hands if you filed the form for your AR-180 yet.
You guys don't got an AR 180, AM 180.
Neither do you.
I do too. Ownership and possession are two different
You
things.
have it by now.
Here's what Pest is doing. It's 4D chess. He's waiting for the dealer to go out of business, so he turns in a form 4
Dealer.
2 months before the dealer goes out of business, and then gets it expedited.
Person to person, the guy's gonna
No,
die.
no,
And he's gonna
yeah, it's
5
person-
instead.
Not gonna die.
He is. The other guy's old as shit, isn't he?
10 years older than me. Fuck you.
Well, that's pretty old, man.
Mm-mm.
The way you described it made him sound old. So
Oh, son of a bitch! I gotta buy an offensive cake.
Well,
You guys just reminded me of something.
when do you not
sorry, I
mind?
gave you herpes.
Yep.
Isn't Wednesday your offensive cake day?
No, it's 3rd or 4th week of May, and that is coming up next week. Shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
How many people are watching this shit show? 11. That's admirable.
Wow.
That's like 7 more than us.
I don't think it counts us on this. On this. But
I don't know. I might
how
count
to
it.
take your clock. How do you?
It's like Schrodinger's. Oh,
you lock it back, and then you take a pencil and push the pin out.
you have to struggle with the two
While
thingamajigs on the
pulling
side,
this little lever down on the side. That thing.
and then you
the
pull down on
slide
both.
shoots
You
off
Pull the
from the-
trigger.
Yep, and then you push the slide forward, and then you ND it into the floor, and then slide comes off.
Well, no. How do you pull the two things down and let the slide go?
Hit it with your purse, Alice.
You just
But
have.
then what
you
keeps
can-
it from coming off the front of the gun?
The trigger.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work.
I've seen it.
I done fucked up.
Nautical has a video of it taking apart one-handed.
Yeah, I can't do that. Apparently.
I mean, what was that? Glock.
23.
The Beretta 92. You
Oh
totally.
yeah,
did.
that's the one you won, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you gotta push the button.
It's my second 40 Smith & Wesson gun.
Apparently, the 92S is trickier to do. Yeah. Ha-ha.
Seriously. What the fuck?
How many Glocks do you own and you can't take one apart?
5.
Okay, then. You ever got one out of the box or just
Speaking of
okay?
blocks,
So enthusiastic to shoot his Bren 10, he fucking puts me on the fucking list to get my Bren 10 looked at as well, and then won't shoot his own fucking Glock. But it's the same as all the other ones.
Yeah, but I don't know that I've ever taken one apart.
Okay. Oh, ain't never needed cleaning because I ain't shot it. Or
Glock.
Glocks are 100% reliable.
We
and
shot it a couple thousand times. What do I need to clean it for?
Mhm.
did you see? Do you see the Crip with the full auto Glock from Fresno?
He had the Stendo, man. He had that Stendo
Yeah.
gun.
No. What? Here's the worst part. The Fresno PD, they took a picture of his Extendo 30 round mag. It wasn't even a Glock factory mag. It was like a KCI mag, and they had 20 rounds next to it. So it was just like, not only did you get an Extendo, but you didn't even fill it up. That's the pressure.
Oh, I mean,
That makes
you
it
gotta-
too heavy, man. It falls out of your pants.
I mean, if you can't afford the real one, you can't afford to fill it up.
Yeah, it's like the guy that buys the McLaren and can't afford premium gas.
Did he have the paralyzer bullets in it? I
Did
can't
it
remember.
ever occur to you that he might have put 12 rounds into something down the street, like just before he got pulled over? Come on.
No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was that
Mm.
Crip like.
That's actually one burst out of a full
He looked a
auto.
little nerdy for a Crip.
He was Asian. It's stop doing that. It's not right. He was an Asian Crip associate. It's not fair that you do that automatically. Frankly, I'm disappointed.
You're always disappointed, Pest.
Well, stop being so disappointing.
He's telling my wife now.
What?
We're trying to find somebody to adopt our 16-year-old.
We should try for one of those late term abortions.
Oh,
Yeah,
like one of those 43rd trimesters. Like that, you know.
Wait, let me get Wolfram Alpha out here. We'll find out how many trimesters that is.
51st.
No, all right. Oh, somebody can multiply. Okay.
No, it's not the 51st. Maybe it is.
You are now a criminal in the state of Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio.
Nice.
Trimesters since.
What I love is
67.
What I love is all these legislators saying, we're going to make it illegal here. People aren't going to drive across the state border to get an abortion. Yeah, they fucking are.
Yeah. The other thing I thought about that is with just the other day there was a cop that shot a pregnant woman and killed her in Texas. So is that cop going to be liable for murder of the fetus then?
Because it wouldn't be murder because murder requires premeditation, but it could be manslaughter.
Circumstances.
Yeah.
Can't have manslaughter without laughter.
Man's laughter.
But see, yeah, I don't know. It's dumb.
See, if that was murder, it would be murder with in a lot of states special circumstances, right? Which would make it
exigent circumstances.
But
the baby wasn't fighting back against the cops when she got shot.
But you don't have to be fighting against the cop to get shot. Black people have taught us that.
True. You can see the cop like yelling at her belly, "Stop resisting! Stop resisting!"
Wait, I was off in Wolfram Alpha Land wondering why I couldn't figure out trimesters. What did I miss? Something about
fetus was resisting arrest. It was with the new abortion laws that some states are trying to pass. I was the question that if a cop did just shoot and kill a pregnant woman in Texas, would he be liable for the murder of the fetus?
The fetus inside the womb was holding a little sign that said "Black Lives Matter."
Yeah.
So
he kept saying, "Am I being detained?"
My understanding about this new anti-abortion fucking bullshit is if you had sex last night and you're female, you can now drive in the carpool lane, right? Until proven otherwise.
I think it's 6 weeks. So yeah.
At what point can you use the carpool lane as a pregnant woman? How many do you have to actually have the kid in a fucking car seat? Or
well, they just have the abortion clinics at the end of the carpool lane.
Okay.
It'll just say exit here.
Oh man.
It blows my mind when a woman is pregnant, she actually waits like 10 weeks before she tells the world that she's pregnant because she might accidentally push too hard. Oh, like seriously, like it might accidentally fucking abort itself.
It's more like
1 million
usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
The issue is so fucking retarded.
Just look at all the pictures of all the people that voted for this, and you'll realize why.
Neck minute. You guys, so I just became aware of the neck minute meme. NEKMINNIT. Go Google neck minute meme.
Neck
minute. Go for the original video there. I watch an Australian YouTuber who plays video games, and he was in the emergency room, and he.
I don't get it. What the fuck are you trying to say?
Next minute.
Oh.
Nick minute. Sorry, I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but it's funny as hell. Apparently, it's super old, so I'm super lame for bringing it up, but I thought it was funny.
That guy has to have fake fucking teeth.
Nope. He apparently, his nose says he got beat up a lot.
What are you guys talking about?
Neck minute. Google it. You gotta play along, man.
Neck minute?
Yeah, hold on. I'll link it for you.
What the fuck is neck minute?
Look in Telegram.
Did you fall asleep for a minute there? I was
I
just
dozed off for like
I don't
2
think he
seconds.
fell asleep. I think
I
he
was just sitting here thinking of it to myself, and all of a sudden my friends were like, neck minute, neck minute. My friends were like, neck minute.
butt scratch out, butt scratch out. Butt scratch out.
This guy's thing has 5.8 million views.
Yep.
Oh,
And he
God.
probably has like that many less chromosomes than everybody else too.
Here's the thing, though. You just that might not even be him. The YouTube channel there. It might be just some fucking guy who like grabs onto trans copies of video and pastes the thing, and boom,
He's just wearing
5 million.
socks.
He's a guy who skateboards for a living. You can't really expect a whole lot from him. I mean, come on.
Jeez, wait. I just want to skateboard for a living.
Ask Tony Hawk.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. I
Tony-
don't think this guy's Tony Hawk. I'm pretty sure he's not Tony Hawk.
Let me tell you, Tony
He's
Hawk.
the New Zealand Tony Hawk because he did the neck minute video, and suddenly he's got millions of children following him around, and he goes to a skate park, and he's like, he has to put earbuds in so that he doesn't hear everybody yelling neck minute every 5 seconds. That's how publicity works.
Let me
That's
tell you,
pretty funny.
He did it as a joke because apparently, if you're a lower class person in Australia or New Zealand, you might say Nick minute, and then like
What do they call him? Do they call him bogans?
Bogans.
I think so.
that's it exactly. Bogans.
Yeah.
Bogans or pikeys?
Yeah,
So Pikey is a Romanian gypsy kind of.
yeah, I
person.
think so.
Yeah, but
The bogans are wearing their.
I haven't actually Googled bogans yet to find out what they are, but
They're like
uncouth
yeah.
or oh right. My name's Tankerita, and this is my friend Lolita Tanqueray. This is anyway, yeah. Trailer Park Girls.
Tony Hawk has an excellent Twitter, by the way. It's very wholesome.
Tony Hawk is a good boy.
Yeah, like he'll post on Twitter and they'll be like, "Yeah, I was going through the airport TSA, and this guy says, wow, you really look like Tony Hawk,' and he's like, thanks."
As opposed to Wayne LaPierre.
Nobody wants to look like that.
The old reverse segue. Boom.
Is that Wayne LaPierre with $200,000 worth of jewelry, or Wayne LaPierre without $200,000 worth of jewelry?
Wayne LaPierre with snorting coke off of Asian hookers.
I don't think he does coke the way he talks. He doesn't talk fast enough. He's way too portly to be a coke aficionado.
He's never he might not be on the Olympic ski team, but he definitely he's a fucking he hasn't had a real job in his life. He's been a fucking lobbyist since the 90s. I actually liked him back in the day because he was fucking screwing around with Clinton and them fuckers, but like seriously,
Once you get the money,
You're sold out, bro.
God,
that's
terrible.
that's what every politician is. Once they get the money, they fuck off.
Mm.
And everybody else
Clearly,
gets screwed.
clearly, he's established himself so well in that organization that he can't be deposed. And people who actually want to fucking fix that organization, like Adam Kraut, can't be elected.
Well, that's the reason why Ollie North resigned, was because he sent the letter saying that we're going to lose our nonprofit status. He sent it to the board and said that the board asked LaPierre to resign, and then he didn't. So Ollie's like, well, fuck this.
I don't know enough about the actual occurrences around Ollie North to judge whether he was right or not back in the 80s when he got in trouble the first time, but he seems like, for doing this, he seems like a stand-up guy.
Yeah, he actually got more respect for me. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like, so maybe he was like being a stand-up guy when he took the fall for the fucking bullshit in the 80s or whatever. Like I don't know,
Iran Contra.
Yeah. So yeah.
When a man named Osama bin Laden goes to sleep every night trying to kill him. He actually said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He mentioned Osama in the 80s.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a stand-up guy then, for sure.
Yeah, in the congressional hearing, he's like,
Well, Osama came up in the '93 fucking World Trade Center bombing that most people forgot about as well, because it didn't succeed at all.
right.
But it was, there was, I believe, deaths and bloodshed. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So I don't know enough to be sure about it. But Ollie North might be the hero we need, but not the one we deserve.
Ollie North.
Well, he's no
like
Sean Hannity.
I can't actually make that call, but obviously,
I mean, he's
acting
not
like
in jail, but that's because he got pardoned, right?
Well, yeah. So that's how you do that shit. Like we set up the scapegoat and we pardon the scapegoat. Boom, we're done. Like easy peasy. Yeah. So one of my mentors in life who formed a lot of my attitudes in this world told me once that idiot, they're not paying $600 for hammers. They're they're putting the money aside for something else they're not telling us about.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently I've succumbed to fake news. It was not Osama bin Laden that he talked about. It was Abu Nidal.
Oh, well, terrible person as well. So,
yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry to be the guy.
Oh man, he just ruined my whole fucking thing.
Fake news.
Well, yeah, you can't tell anymore, ever.
You kind of can.
Oh, if you find yourself going, damn, I want to post this on Facebook, it's probably fake news.
Hint, hint. Nod, nod, wink, wink.
Hey, I'm asking for a friend. Which of the Democratic presidential candidates is pro Second Amendment?
I have no idea. There's like a million of them, right? And
I know there's like 30 of them. Fuck.
The plank in the platform says no, you can't do that. So, and not voting that party this time.
Yeah, if they get one that would, if ever the Democrats drop gun control, I mean,
yeah. First time Obama ran, I actually voted for him because I'm from Arizona and McCain, not presidential material.
I will tell you.
And Sarah Palin, not vice presidential material.
I
voted against McCain.
I am glad John McCain's dead.
And me too. I actually celebrated when he died because it was hilarious.
Me too.
We should have some sort of McCain Reno kind of celebration thing.
Literally on that day, I said, first Kennedy, now John McCain. Now, if we can only get Dianne Feinstein, this will be awesome.
Here's John McCain in a phrase. I don't know what to think about this matter, so I'm taking a poll. Meaning, whichever way you wanted him to fucking go, he would go. He didn't have any fucking values whatsoever. He would do whatever the fuck popularity said to do, period.
So he's the perfect representative then.
No, he's actually a fucking shitbird.
That's like every single representative. Well,
no, he was really super actually wishy-washy fucking blade of grass fucking type of guy.
Yeah, our state senator's the same way. He talks all his hard line, I'm gonna do what's right for the people, and he still votes. Whatever.
When you can go find him contradicting himself 6 times on the same subject, like over time, that's
at least he didn't do it on Twitter, right?
Well, the super shady thing was when they posted a picture of him wearing this leg brace. So he had this leg brace on his leg for a while, and then like a week later, his leg brace switched to legs. There's photos.
Are you
of
serious?
His leg brace.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Before it switched legs.
People Are you sure it wasn't just a reverse photograph? Because that
could have been a reverse photograph. I'm not saying
I'm a critic, and I'm just saying that like, yeah.
I don't know. I think Alex Jones has the original negative, so it's probably true.
There's I can't cite an example, but there's definitely like, oh, we ran this fucking part of the movie backwards because it was more interesting that way, or we flipped this fucking piece of film the other way around because the protagonist is traditionally supposed to enter from the right or whatever, like kind of fucking bullshit. So,
well, did you guys ever see that movie? The one where the people are on the spaceship and
Star Trek? Wait,
no, a recent movie, but they're like in sleep. They're in sleep pods, but then the guy wakes up, and then the girl wakes up.
Oh yeah,
and some fan made a recut of that movie, changing the order of it. It is so better. Oh, it's fantastic.
Recuts are usually better.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I still haven't found a good recut. I haven't looked really super hard, but a recut of Lord of the Rings trilogy. Fucking.
Did you guys see this fucking Soph 14-year-old girl named Soph or Soph or something like that? This
It's been on
14-year-old
Facebook.
girl. Yeah, she got fucking banned from YouTube or whatever. Because she dressed up wearing a hijab and saying that, she likes being a Muslim.
Friend of mine on Facebook linked to that, and it looked like a series of different 13-year-old boys.
Yeah,
in a hijab being.
She's like doing a stand-up routine. It's really weird.
I've seen the video, and what I got from the video was that this is fake fucking news generated by who knows who, because you could put like any child of that age in a hijab and it would look like a woman. She had a perfect fucking North American accent, English accent.
She's an American. She's here in the United States.
Oh,
it's a fucking goof. She does it like to fucking bust on people. Like she's doing it as satire.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. She's doing it as satire.
Ah, man, when I was 14,
so it's a swearing, foul-mouthed 14-year-old girl doing anti-Islamic stuff as satire. It's the American dream, I think.
It's the fake news dream, actually. I
so apparently she was deplatformed from YouTube. Shocking. And today she appeared on Alex Jones. But I watch Alex Jones. Man. But I might watch that one because I just gotta see it. It's like the fucking train wreck of the century. It's like Alex Jones and this 14-year-old kid.
Two media idiots doing the media idiot thing together. Yeah.
It's like Joe Rogan when he was on Joe Rogan. It was fucking hilarious.
So when I got super butthurt about the Waco thing recently on the anniversary of it, when ATF posted the anniversary, their dead agents on their anniversary, their thing. I watched the video, and at the end of one of the Waco documentaries, it's the guy talking about this local guy on the radio, Alex Jones, is going to talk like.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So Alex Jones got his start from the Waco thing. He was a local Waco radio guy, apparently, according to the video I saw.
Get the hell out of here!
And the guy's like, I'm a survivor of the compound, blah, blah, blah. Here's how David Koresh was in real life, blah, blah, blah. And furthermore, this guy, Alex Jones, is trying to dig to the bottom of this thing, get solved, blah, 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 get justice for. So I'm sympathetic to the Waco kids, obviously, because I hate the ATF. But the guy basically created Alex Jones.
The ATF created Alex Jones.
Okay, yes. Okay,
yes. There you go.
Right.
I thought it was the contrails.
So the way I picture Alex Jones working
is
Alex Jones actually started with a real thing, and then deviated from that and became a Drudge Report reader, like completely fucking fixated on the late 90s, early 2000s fucking conspiratard.
Yeah, but it makes more sense though. I mean, he saw the federal government fucking murder 72 people.
So he's the classic example. Well, sure. You start with a real thing, and then you turn into an idiot,
right?
Because you don't know the real. You have no what do you call it? Critical.
It's like homeopathy. The real thing keeps getting diluted more and more and more.
Well, it's being diluted. It's being diluted by all those fucking essential oils.
Oh yeah, the super mega Vita Pros, whatever.
Yeah, and kale, the superfood.
Yeah, essential means two things. It means one, it means critical. The
Expensive.
other one, the other one means the other one means of the essence, which like, oh, it's the one that makes it smell this way. So, yeah, essential oil.
Is neither oil nor essential.
The English language is tricky because it fucking screws up dumb people a lot.
So,
I
Bart, we
have
were
to have
talking
this
about
because it's essential. It's from lavender. It smells nice. I'm gonna put it in my bath. Brr.
Bart, we were talking about Soph, the 14-year-old YouTube thing that does satire.
I'm gonna go out
Oh,
on a
what?
limb and assume that's not on his Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hardly ever Facebook.
I was
For
telling
obvious-
Past I have to watch it. She was supposed to be on Alex Jones today. And so you have a 14-year-old foul-mouthed American girl who likes to make fun of Muslims on Alex Jones. It's going to be
That sounds like separated at birth, right?
That
It
sounds like
sounds like
somebody's-
stand up your child and make them say a thing to get a thing done.
Yeah.
That depending on what state they're in, I could make a very strong case that is child abuse.
I haven't met a lot of really super smart, intelligent 14-year-olds, Taylor Swift excluded, who go out and make their own way in the world. But I can't assume that Soph is a Taylor Swift. I have to assume she's just a person who put on a hijab because her dad told her to get something done on the internet. Or his dad. Could be a guy. Don't even know.
Tay-Tay would
That's
never do
the
that.
job. Well, no, she is the freak 14-year-old who actually got shit done. Unlike that other one who's the daughter of that guy one time.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly that guy.
Billy
Or
Ray
girl.
Cyrus,
Billy say,
Billy, yeah.
as in Achy Breaky Heart.
Right.
man, that's just
Yeah.
train wreck.
That was fantastic.
I told you.
Yeah, like what could it not be other than a train wreck? I mean,
That was a fantastic South Park episode with Achy Breaky Heart.
oh well, yeah, but so Taylor Swift versus Miley Cyrus. Those are the two exceptional 14-year-olds that you can use as tools to understand the hijab person.
Apparently, that girl posted a YouTube video said where she drive to Susan Wojcicki's house and kill her.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is the CEO of YouTube. So good luck on getting those videos broadcast. Conservatives are being deplatformed. Yeah, they're threatening to kill people.
I actually have to assume their AI is not smart enough to filter shit like that to their attention.
I'm sure if you make a threat on their platform to their CEO, it probably gets their attention to the point where, yeah, we might just set up a little bit of code to watch you.
Well, you think there used to be people who listen to Howard Stern just to make complaints against him to the FCC. So
Yeah.
there's probably people who do that to YouTube videos, right?
Are they like those people that buy a house next to the airport and then start filing noise complaints?
I don't know.
Nobody could easily sidestep the FCC in this day and age. Come on.
Jesus.
Do they? Somebody was watching local news. It was recent. I think it was a recent Gunnit post. I thought it was hilarious that somebody was actually. I think we banned him. Oh yeah. My
Not the open
local
carry thing?
Yakima, Washington. No, it was, hold on, I gotta find it. Yakima, Washington. Somebody like took a video on their phone from a TV that they had in their. Anyway, it was terrible. I banned him for 7 days for a low effort shit post. But like, it's not even bad that it was like a shitty video taken on a phone of a TV being played like cassette style. Put your cassette player near the radio so you can get your favorite song in your fucking mixtape bullshit.
I
from
remember
the
doing
70s.
that shit.
Right. Like, so that's terrible and it doesn't work. And why are we doing it now in 2019? Because Yakima, Washington apparently doesn't have a YouTube channel that posts their PSAs on it. But anyway, point is, this guy's watching local TV. What the fuck? It's not. It's about to be 2020, and like, who the fuck watches local TV?
I watch local news because usually, I mean, there's things I like to hear about local instead of all
But
the.
how do you have local TV on your TV?
Because I have a digital antenna.
Oh, okay.
Because we cut cable. We got rid of our DirecTV totally because we're paying like $260 a month for it.
I did that too. It's fucking.
And
bullshit.
now we just use Netflix and a digital antenna.
Okay. I skipped the whole digital antenna thing. I don't have a clue what's going on in my area.
It's super easy to set up and they work really well.
Apparently, I'm outside my demographic of like if
You're tech
if
savvy.
right, but like because of that, I don't have like.
How do you know who's like running over whose yard and stuff if you don't watch the local news, man? Come on.
I didn't. I moved here because there was no HOA. I don't give a fuck what happens next door. Unless I own the house, and then I do kind of. Unless it's not on fire, and I'm fine. But like, fucking, it's not my fault for not seeing it. It's their fault for not reaching me. No, it really is. Like, seriously. Like,
you don't get your local news from Facebook?
I guess technically I probably do because I have friends who are local. So yeah.
See?
But most of my real friends haven't been local since I was since 1985.
Is that when you left the Gold Rush state?
No.
Did you ever seen that Sinclair station owned a stitch together of all the different news stations saying the exact same thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, they totally did.
That was creepy.
That was on John Oliver. They had like 120 of them or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the local news it tells you what you need to know.
They don't call it programming for nothing, you know.
Program.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Who's that?
Recently, a friend of mine on Twitter complained about somebody left their shit in an Uber, and before the guy left, got their shit out of the Uber, but the guy charged him $15 for a lost item fee or whatever, right? So driver thing. And she's like, customer service is blah, 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 and blah, blah. I'm like, dude, Uber's business model is setting up a transaction between the driver and you, so you and the driver are products, not customers. So their customer service doesn't apply here. Product. You are a product. That concludes my third drink.
I have 1, 2. This is my fourth beer, so I'm actually way behind schedule.
Oh yeah, these are all doubles too.
My stomach's so fucking out of whack. I don't even think about drinking.
What?
My stomach's all fucked up. I'm taking this new blood pressure or blood sugar medicine. Works really good at lowering my blood sugar. It works really good at making me feel sick all the time. And so the doctor said to eat less. I think I told you guys this. And I said if I could eat less, we wouldn't be here to begin with. And so I went and got my blood sugar tested, and it turns out this stuff works really well. So I have to fucking like eat less or something.
So you're literally saying that you're going to be wasting away in front of our eyes?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm supposed to eat less so I don't feel miserable all the time.
All right.
I'm not sure I'm succeeding at that, but
all right.
I'm hoping at some point a poop transplant will make me feel not wanting. Like, I got skinny friends who they don't eat habitually, and
Yeah, some people eat when they're hungry, which is
I've-
really fucking weird, right?
I don't even remember what it's like to be hungry.
That explains so much.
Yeah, you have an oral fixation. You should pick something up like smoking or
Oh, yes.
Or
So here's
cocaine.
blowing.
I smoke on
Blowing people. There you
Man.
go. Make some
Who
money
the
on the
fuck
side.
does cocaine orally.
Lose weight.
free blowjobs. No, it's not a trick. It's really true. Free blowjob. Here's I have a cloth and everything.
Man, it was so easy. All these Siemens, this hobo just let me suck all I wanted out of a hose. I had to close my eyes though.
No, see, like my favorite thing in the world is to shove a fucking tablespoon of potato salad in my face. I swear to God,
Ooh.
it's like my fucking heroin, and not.
Have you tried being hypnotized? I've heard that works.
I did try self hypnosis on tapes and stuff, and I got the whole you're in a trance kind of thing, and shit's all weird, but
I've done
Didn't-
that for sleeping.
sh-
But
didn't change anything. I went to the fourth drink. It'll be fine. No, but seriously, I want to not. I want to not eat for like no reason. And not want to eat for no reason. Like it would be glorious. And I think we got to give poop transplant science a couple years or so, and yeah.
Yeah. Really,
Get
you
friends over and
I
have a
really,
party.
hey, tell you what, I'll shit in a couple capsules. I'll freeze and I'll send it to you, and you just swallow those.
really. You know what? I'll start taking
I don't think
antibiotics
that's the
now.
way it works. I think you
No,
have to
that's
stick it up your
exactly
ass.
how it works.
It's exactly how it works,
No,
actually.
don't you stick it up your ass? You don't put it in your
No.
stomach with your stomach acid and stuff, do you?
From that book suppository building.
Yeah. Sir?
I don't think it's a suppository. I'm pretty sure it's a pill that you take. You swallow poop
I
pills.
would
Doesn't
think your stomach
matter.
acid would not, it would render that dead.
Your gut
No.
bacteria dead. I don't think stomach acid would do that, sir. I think that's
You
probably.
think there's a lot of bacteria in your stomach?
I think, yeah. Otherwise, how do you
I mean,
digest lactose? I mean, come on.
if no bacteria survive in your stomach, then you wouldn't get sick from E. coli or
E. coli. My wife once came home from India via Saudi or no fucking Dubai with E. coli, and she arrived deathly ill. It was hilarious.
Oh.
I'm like, that's what you get for going to India, idiot. It
You're
was
just not
funny.
supposed to drink the water, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Or go gawk at the guy who wraps his penis in a stick at the fucking local fucking freak show or whatever. Like,
That guy's a religious guru, sir.
That's called a
yeah,
He's enlightened.
that country's kind of close to a bunch of stands. I ain't going there.
I've been to those stands.
Yeah, how do you like it? You going back?
When the best thing you can have to poop in the small hole in the floor is to turn a traffic cone upside down. Not a fun place to be.
Just make sure it goes in that bag so you can bag it up and throw it in the dumpster.
Oh,
Yeah.
send it back to your boy in America so he can get cured of his fucking food.
You guys should start selling my poop.
This is
I did
high quality fecal matter from a skinny guy, and it consists of 97% meals refusing to exit.
See, the problem with me though is I'd have to distill it out because most of the time I can shit through a screen door like 15 paces.
Yeah, you get the bud mud problem. I can't be accepting that kind of fecal matter, sir.
Ooh.
I mean that's normal. I mean, like yeah.
And I'm not sure if you want Bart's poop.
Quality TV. No, my buddy local to me who would have been a great donor is actually living in Germany now, so there'd be a really
They're really into scat stuff over there, so maybe
welcome to my Shiza video.
there's a South Park reference for everything.
South Park quality covers all
video?
the South Park covers all the quality fucking
It's like Simpsons, but just like more lewd.
Yeah, funnier.
South Park did it.
There's 5 people watching us now. There's 4 of us. So who's the extra person?
Poor bastard.
Anyway, at some point, I assume I'll be cured of my addiction to anything I can shove in my
You try
gut.
those laparoscopic bands.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why they can't do a balloon. Fill the stomach up for a while and then pop the balloon.
Because
Probably because it's a blood sugar thing. Your body's used to having so much blood sugar, and then so once the balloon's popped, your body's still like, oh, there's not enough sugar in my blood, or whatever it is that the food gives
I
you.
don't know. It's just how do they make it like you can make it like not permanent,
Drinking lots of water helps.
You look at Jerry Nadler, it's not a good outcome. You know what I mean?
well, so the
I can't think who that is.
me either. But like the problem isn't that my stomach exists. My problem is that my brain is wired to. I haven't stolen for food, but but I can totally see somebody who's as enamored by carbohydrates as I am, like who couldn't get them cheaply, maybe branching out to crime in order to shove some potato salad in his face.
See,
So,
that's it. You're just comfortable. It's like you need to be like living on just on the edge of poverty, so that like when you get a DUI, you start walking to work, and that way.
I've been on the edge of poverty before. I mean, like I subsisted on a 10-pound bag of potatoes for a week with a bottle of ketchup and a little bit of butter.
Jesus.
It's re-smoking your cigarette butts.
Oof.
Yeah.
I've never been that.
Speaking of that, my buddy who actually did that with me back in the day of our poverty together died 2 years ago, and I didn't follow up with him. His parents came back and got him took him back to Montana. I stayed here. But I got a job shortly thereafter. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
But I didn't catch up with him after he bailed. Well, after his parents rescued him from the fucking bullshit we were involved in. I've been broke as a joke before, for sure. Didn't help. Still wanted a whole lot of whatever I could shove in my face.
That's actually kind of backwards for me. I was poor when I was gainfully employed. Yeah.
Penthouses.
Yeah. Weird.
We have subjects or topics.
We do. We kind of gloss over most of them.
I don't have any new guns here.
To do.
I tried to buy an NDM 86 last week, but they didn't let me. So
what did that end up at?
Yeah, what did it end up going for?
5,600.
Ooh.
Man.
So it's only like
you could have had it.
Yeah, no, I probably would have had to go to like 6.5 to probably get it from that guy because that guy was serious.
He was in it to win it.
So I put the minimum bid, and so the guy who actually outbid me on the minimum bid was the guy who won the thing after like lots of bids back and forth with a third party who showed up. So, yeah.
There'll be another one.
That's the way all those gun brokers things go until the last fucking hour. There, it's oh, this is great, I'm winning this shit, and all of a sudden, then fuck.
Backpage is gone, so I can't like search for NDM and hope.
I'm an idiot. You just do arms list, but
yeah, you think about that. It's the auction. The first 6 days and 23 hours are basically just to advertise the auction.
The problem with the gun broker
make sure
is
people see it, and then the last hour is where the actual auction happens.
Yeah, eBay provides an imperfect auction. Gun broker provides a perfect auction in that anybody bids, 15 minutes gets added to the deadline.
Yep.
So you can't snipe it,
and you get an email notification when you've been outbid.
Mm-hmm. So eBay is looking to fuck the seller, and gun broker is looking to not fuck the seller.
Well, they want their
Gunbroker wants
fees to be as high
yeah,
as
the
possible.
percentage.
By the
What's that?
time you pay the credit card processor and gun broker, you're losing 10% on every transaction.
Dude, if you pay the credit card processor, you're a fool on gun broker because 3% on $5,000 is a lot.
Yeah, but if you're the seller, you don't have a choice.
150.
How does that
Well,
work?
If you're the seller, you better accept a personal check or a fucking
Yeah.
money order. I ain't gonna fucking do business with you because I ain't paying 3% on $5,000. Fuck that.
I've never bought a gun using a credit card on Gunbroker. It's always been money order.
Pretty much.
Even though the personal protections are greater with a credit card. Most, yeah.
I use
I've
the
never-
credit card for the SIG because I don't fucking know who JDI is.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Plus,
there's
it
that.
take like 3 fucking money orders to fucking cash to
Oh yeah. Hey, government, can I have a money order? Sure. Your limit is $2,000 or whatever. Like, okay, you guys don't money order much, do you?
Is it $2,000?
You know what?
I thought it was
No,
One.
I don't know what the limit is, but like,
$1,000.
yeah, I thought it was
oh, Jesus, that's a lot of money orders. But yeah. No, they're cheap and they're really official. They have fucking exotic anti-counterfeiting measures, and it's like Canadian money almost. Crazy.
I've never had a problem with any of that shit.
No, I mean, but yeah, you got to pay 3% on that kind of money. Like that's like paying sales tax on a machine gun. Who the fuck?
Yeah,
Nobody does that. Like
that's why. When I was bidding on the machine gun that was in state, I'm so glad I lost out on that in hindsight.
Yeah,
Not only did I overdid it, oh, sales tax would have been a killer.
So, Pest, you remember Operation Machine Gun Rescue?
What? Oh,
You remember that machine gun that I did? The guy that bought that machine gun as an investment bought it from a dealer and paid sales tax.
yeah.
So he paid 7.5% on top of whatever. I think it was like 11.5 grand for a gun that was, yeah. Yep.
But maybe he has a criminal accountant.
No,
No, he's just dumb.
no, he wanted a machine gun to appreciate in value because his stock portfolio was not. So he sold his GE stock and instead bought machine gun stock.
But we're talking about a Ruger machine gun, right?
Yes.
They don't appreciate greatly
That's what he found out the hard way.
because they take fucking weird magazines like idiots.
Listen, you know,
Okay.
everybody on Reddit gives me shit for buying a $3,000 gun and selling for $4,000, but nobody gives this other dealer shit for selling an $8,500 gun for almost 12 grand.
That's because you're a dick in all your comments, everybody. It has nothing to do with your profit margins.
Shut up, Bart.
It's because you're a bad person. It's not. I'm joking, of course, as far as you know.
Yeah, jerks.
This is the brutal honesty we give you to try to help you.
Yeah. Just think, I used to pay $185 an hour for this with Dr.
It's so much cheaper this way. You get so
Man,
much
you
tough
can buy
love.
one hell of a hooker for that money and
Yeah.
probably feel a lot better afterwards.
You're basically a wash in tough love here, bro.
We're calling it.
It's fine. No, like it is. Yeah. Sales tax on a machine gun is stupid. It like literally stupid.
It's like
I
sales
like
tax
this.
car is even worse.
I like this
Yeah.
comment on the HMG page. There's really nothing more to be said. There's no sign that the rifles are coming, and enough red flags to look like a Victory Day parade in Soviet Moscow.
Wait, how do we play the Soviet fucking national anthem? If we can play that right now, it'd be great.
Alexa played Despacito.
It'd be It's like the Mayday parade in fucking the Kremlin.
Yeah, they've totally jumped the shark. HMG, you guys are never gonna see those rifles.
I don't know. I still got my hopes up.
You are really.
I
really-
said up front, I expect a dying company to shit me a rifle at the very
Yeah,
end of
but
his existence.
how far you
And I
down the
told
list,
that
though?
to the guy's face, and he said, "That's not going to happen." I'm like, "Okay, buddy."
I would like to take this opportunity to say I was nice and I declined when Fluffy said, I'm going to double down on this bet. I'm just saying, all right?
What he should have bet you is bet you enough time to go check out their facilities while you're in town.
Yeah.
That I might have
Twice.
done.
We have other people that might be willing to do that, but
Twice.
It's a long drive to Alpharetta.
it's a long. Think of all the karma you could reap if you just took some pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
The
Goodwill.
saga of going to HMG.
Yes.
I have a press pass from the last
It'll be
shot
right
show.
up there with the
Let me in and
Iliad
I will take
and
pictures
the
of your
Odyssey.
parts. I'll take pictures of all your parts that you're waiting for, and the parts that you're not waiting for versus the parts you are waiting for. It'll be a great press thing, majig.
But remember, you
like,
have to have an ITAR clearance or some shit to walk in there.
Yeah, that's right. No
I'll
foreign,
just-
baby.
Yes,
I'll
I
just
will
have some
totally
business
not
cards.
sell any of this retarded shit to
I'll
somebody else.
just have some business cards made up. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Have a seat.
You're being arrested because you fucked over people that have to be 12-year-olds for giving you money multiple times and not giving you back.
Ouch, Bart. Ouch.
I don't know. It's rough though. I understand it when. Yeah.
Wait, what? I missed the joke. I was off on Facebook.
Oh, I was just saying stupid shit.
But what was the joke?
You guys are all mental 12-year-olds for buying more shit from them when you hadn't even got anything in the first place.
Oh,
I
we're
am
mental Mitchell. There's no doubt about that.
I am a 12-year-old trapped in the body of a 75-year-old with the mind of. Oh wait, no, I'm a 49-year-old trapped in the body of a 75-year-old with the mind of a 12-year-old. That's what I am, and also I am a lesbian.
Because you like on munching carpet?
Do you like to munch the carpet? Absolutely.
Mm. Yeah. And it's weird because, there's probably a whole bunch of people that don't follow them on Facebook.
Why would you follow them on Facebook? They haven't done anything in months.
Well, I'm just saying that there's probably a lot more people out there that bought. Well, it's hard to gauge that kind of stuff,
I think this is a self-resolving situation. Either they've requested refunds and gotten them, or they haven't because they're sticking it out. They've watched our show and they understand that they're gonna get a Brent 10 when they're done. Because they have faith in me.
The other weird thing is there's people, if you go through some of the old comments, it's like some of the people that bought their set me's that they made, like those guns never ran for shit. It's like, oh, I just sent them back like 2 or 3
I
times.
think those were
Let it
people
run.
bought kits and then sent them the kits to be built.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I read that, but that may not be true. But that's kind of what I thought was. But I didn't even think they were building kits. I thought they were having Mac do all that.
Mac was their store. The Copper
Right.
Customs is what sold them.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Okay.
if Mac has any manufacturing capability.
Okay. I got
Oh,
you.
he definitely doesn't have any manufacturing capability. He's clearly just a guy. Yeah.
We should find out if they have any significant debt from a bank and then like buy that fucking debt.
Ooh, that'd be a dirty thing.
That would be really tough because anything like that would be privately held, and you can't do a universal search for UCC. So
yeah, we'd have to have a sneaky boy.
Yeah, we'd have to put a spy in Chick-fil-A.
You go out to Georgia a couple times a month for Delta shit, don't you?
Yeah, I know. He does.
He looks innocent. He doesn't even have facial hair. He looks.
It's too
completely
hard to
innocent.
drive around Atlanta. The
You-
traffic's too bad.
You'd have to send somebody to follow them around and see what bank they go to, and then go in there and say, "Hey."
Nice.
What if I promise you a bread pudding the size of your head if you go to the food shop of in downtown Atlanta?
And who knows? They might make enough money with their other stuff to be paying off what.
No, yeah, they
whatever
may
debt
not
they
have.
have.
Yeah, they may not have.
Mm-hmm.
But
If they have that and they move this slow, then that's really damning. I mean,
yeah,
They just have huge supply.
they
of
would have
product.
been foreclosed upon a long time ago if that was the case.
Let me put it this way: if I ran a hedge fund, I would be shorting their paper.
the foreclosed.
I've been
Those
shorting
are-
their paper since the day we started this bullshit. My investment is in a product that I might actually receive as they die, which makes my product worth a shitload of money.
I mean, they haven't even posted
because
a
it was
single
super
picture of
popular.
anything for well over a year.
I don't. What at this point, I don't think I'm going to get the dick putt I was promised on the inside of the receiver of my
You should
rifle.
definitely message them and remind them about that.
Well, I'm just going to wait and see what actually exists in the rifle I get, and see if the dick butt is as promised is delivered.
Maybe we should make like some Uber posts on HMG and then just pitch in a few bucks to have somebody fluff the post and get the front page of Reddit.
Well, can we rent protesters? Can we do like a Craigslist rent a protester?
Yeah. Well, no. Don't do it on Craigslist. What you want to do is you hire a bunch of thespians from the local playhouse.
Nice.
Because
we're gonna
number one, this is actually
Thespians.
an acting job.
Yeah, no, it's for publicity. You can tell them it's a flash mob.
We're filming.
It's gonna
We're
be
filming
glorious.
a commercial.
You
We're
show up,
filming
and
a commercial.
these people are gonna be so embarrassed, and yeah, I have a new camera to prove that I'm a real person who does this stuff.
I said, be careful. His bow tie is really a camera.
Ah, yes.
Mac just comes outside and eats cheeseburgers in front of everyone. That's the only thing that's going to happen.
We could probably jump him at Five Guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say bribe him outside, like the James Woods piece of candy. Ooh, cheeseburger.
Piece of candy.
Ooh, cheeseburger.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Cheeseburger. You have this big dumpster he walks
Maybe
on.
if we leave like a trail of cheeseburgers like to the parking lot at the back of the place, we could bump him over the head and keep him hostage. Give us our gun.
And then it's gonna be like, man, why didn't we think of this sooner?
I think we would have to have a volcanic island off the coast in order to get that done, because we would probably, I assume, we would be mobbed by people at some point, telling us to stop doing that.
See, this is why I can't have a helicopter, because if I did, I just fucking landed at places and cause panic, cause chaos.
Well,
Wouldn't it be fun just to be able to drop down, fucking just land it wherever you wanted to, get out, be like, yeah, fuck this.
there's
Were you there?
usually this thing called flight plans, and you have to file them with the
Yeah,
FAA beforehand.
Not if you're not in controlled airspace, you don't, sir.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, were you not at the Big Sandy where the Dylan kids were showing up in their fucking Huey, and so we didn't get to shoot at airplanes for like 2 fucking hours for no fucking reason because somebody was gonna land eventually. Yeah.
FCC's or FCC, FAA is pretty stringent about that. And if you can convince your pilot to do that, your pilot's probably not going to be a pilot anymore because.
See, my bullets were already in the air. They flew into the path of my gunfire.
If you took your G7 down to Brazil and hired yourself a Brazilian helicopter pilot, he would be competent as shit, or she, and would pilot your helicopter which you provided as you wished, regardless of the FAA's fucking mandates. No response. The Brazilians have great
female Brazilian helicopter pilot. I'm stuck.
yeah, with a
Mental
smart blue smock and yes, appropriately bulged with the Yes. Fruits of her labor. Something. Right. I concur. There's a lot of smart helicopter pilots in Brazil, is what I'm saying, because you don't want to actually travel on the ground with the plebs, because they just confiscated in 1919 from the favelas there the other day.
Well, they know quality. I mean,
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, they displayed it with a bunch of shot 308 cases in fucking M60 links, which do not work in 1919. I was confused by that post, but
okay.
yeah, it's fine. I mean, yeah, you got a 1919, but yeah, I think there was some cloth belted ammo in the background, which might have actually gotten used in that gun. But they just chose to wrap M60 links with empty cases in it for some fucking reason around the
It probably
barrel.
look better. The cloth, it
I
doesn't look
assume it looked fine. Yeah. Like
it's like a crocheting knitting project.
fucking Upham. Upham ruined cloth belts. I'm telling you. Like, A, he had the bullets pointing his neck like an idiot, and B, he was less than 6 feet tall, so he couldn't fucking have a belt around his neck because dragged him on the ground. C, he's a coward.
Damn Upham.
Fucking Upham, like seriously, he ruined that movie for me. I was all pro Upham. Yeah, he's just a guy with a typewriter. What's he gonna do? And then, failed to rescue his fellow Americans in the Nazi thralls of the end of that movie there, where the hero doesn't make it, but the shitbird they went to get did make it, and so burp
And Upham made it.
Yeah, fuck Upham. Like Upham's a. Don't be an Upham, kids. Get yourself a 1911. Win 2 World Wars.
World War America is the back-to-back champ for both World Wars.
What?
All right. I was waiting for
America,
Bart to come back.
back-to-back
I'm
World
gonna go
War
to bed,
champ.
fellas.
Yeah, we should probably go to the after show anyway, so because it's time.
Good evening.
Good
See
night,
ya,
sir. Enjoy
Later, buddy.
fucking off.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, my daughter came down and was complaining about her tooth falling out
Oh.
and stuff, so I said to put her to bed. But we can go to the after show because it's 10:40.
You got out the dental floss, tied it to a doorknob, and yanked it out, right?
Well, I was just gonna grab it and yank it out with my own hands, but
No, you got to get the needle nose pliers. Just say, okay, ready, 1, 2, yank.
Yeah, I don't use the pliers. That tastes terrible.
It's a loose tooth. You just wrap some dental floss around it, tie it to a doorknob, and slam the door shut. Boom, done.
Yeah. All right, but yeah.